Hello and welcome to the Lake District Yogi. My name's Kat and welcome to this really nice playful little flow. If you are a returning yogi, then thank you so much for joining me again, and if you are new to this channel, you are so welcome. We are going to start in a cross-legged shape. If you find it difficult to sit with a straight spine here, and by that I don't mean bolt upright creating kind of tension, I just mean with that nice long, not a rounded spine, then by all means just sort of get a blanket or a pillow and just sort of wedge it under your hips, and that might help a little bit. You can also do this kneeling if this really is an uncomfortable position for you. But if you are comfortable here, we're just going to start with our hands resting on our knees. Just close the eyes just for a moment and really arrive here. Just feel into your body. How does it feel right now? Feel into your breath. Start to slow the breathing down just a little, step by step. And as you do that process, you may discover that you naturally want to take a very big breath and sort of sigh it out. So don't resist any of that. That's your body's natural way of easing into this more restful and relaxed, focused space. And then we'll gently open our eyes, if you had them closed. Plant the right hand down on the ground beside you. Next time you breathe in, reach that left arm up and then alongside the ear. And then here you can reach right into the tips of the fingers. And as you do that, keep that left sitting bone rooted so that you're creating that lovely long line. So remember, this is our sort of first stretch into the body. We don't want to go 100 by any means, but we're just starting to find a bit of openness. And then place your hand on the back of your head. Lean into that top elbow just a little. Take another breath in. And as you exhale, start to move this top elbow down towards your right knee. And as you inhale, peel it back open. Feel that joyful inrush of air as you expand. One more time, curling down as you exhale. Squeeze out the air. Inhale, open your wing back out. Release the hand from the head. Find that reach one more time. And then we'll sweep to the other side, left hand down, reaching into the tips of the right fingers, finding that long line of energy. Keeping a little bit of awareness on our breaths, keeping that breath smooth and slow. Place the hand behind the head, lean into that elbow. You can turn to your gaze to it if that's comfortable. Take a breath in. And then as we exhale, wring everything out as we twist, moving that elbow towards the knee. Open back out. One more time. And then when you get back to the top, find that reach one more time. And come back to our center point. Place the hands back on the knees. Next, in breath, just pull quite firmly against the knees. Let the heart shine forward. Maybe lift the chin a little. As you exhale, round the spine. You can press the heel of the hands into the legs, chin to chest. Inhale, sweep the heart forward. Exhale, round. We'll do a couple more, maybe a little bit bigger movement each time, maybe lifting the gaze or the chin a little bit more. Rounding the spine as deeply as you can. And then again, finding that neutral spine. Close the eyes and feel in once more. Just feel into your body. See if there's been any shifts or changes already. So they were just really nice, simple movements to connect our breath and our movement. But maybe you can feel already a little shift of energy somewhere within the body, a little bit of tingling. Okay, open the eyes. We're going to place the soles of the feet together in front of us. The distance is entirely up to you. We want to create that kind of diamond shape. And then place your hands on your ankles. And then again, one more time, we'll do that sort of pulling. So we'll pull against the ankles, let the heart shine forward. Just feel into the hips. And then next out breath, round the spine. Come back to neutral and then cross the hands on the ankles. Next in breath, pull on with the left hand on the right ankle as you open out that right arm behind you. You can turn to look at it or you can keep the gaze to the side. And then overhead, as you exhale, overhead, hand comes to the left ankle. Inhale, peel open the left arm. As you breathe out, sweep it overhead to find the right ankle. So moving like this with your breath, finding slow but joyful movement as we expand and open, as we connect our breath to our movement. One more each side. And then when you finish, you can just pause for a breath with your hands crossed. Release the hands, we'll close the knees like a book. We're moving into all fours. So we're going to come round over our knees and then find your all fours. So we want our wrists under our shoulders and our knees under our hips. Toes tucked or untucked. Couple of rounds of cat-cow here. Now we've just done some seated, but we'll do a couple more. So when you're ready, as you next inhale, drop the belly, lift the chin a little. And as you breathe out, begin by pushing into the earth. Energize the arms round the spine. Inhale, lift the tailbone, drop the belly, let the heart sweep through between the shoulders. Exhale, push, push, push into the earth as you round the spine. One more just like this. So feel this kind of Mexican wave of movement and fluidity through the spine. We'll end in this neutral shape. Okay, take your right arm, just move it, lift it out to the side. Take a full breath in. And as you exhale, we're going to thread this under, but we're not settling down. So we can touch down, touch our cheek or temple down, but then we're pressing into the left hand and inhaling our arm back out. So we're exhaling to twist, to send that arm through, palm facing upwards. Inhaling, opening back out. We do a lot of these in this session. I'm really hoping that you feel that beautiful sense of joyful opening. As we close the energy down and then we let it all rush back in as we open our bodies. Okay, next time we are going to land. So we're going to feed that arm through, let the temple come down or the cheek, and then choose what you would like to do with that left arm. If it's comfortable on your shoulder, you can let it wriggle its way forward. You can keep it exactly where it was if you need some additional sort of stability, or you can wrap your arm around the small of your back, hold your right inner thigh or hip crease. Entirely up to you. Just pause here for a breath or two. And slowly slide that left arm back to beside your face. Press firmly. Release the right arm. We'll do that on the other side. So taking the left arm out, take a breath in. And then exhale, begin that fluid movement. Peeling out as you inhale. Slow threading through as you exhale. You can always find a little moment of pause before you let the energy flood back in. And then this time we'll settle in. So feed that arm through, place the cheek down, decide what you wish to do with this right arm. I would always maybe advise doing the same on this side as you did on the other side, just for that kind of symmetrical working of the body. But obviously, if you have an old injury or something on this side that you know isn't healed, or if you've got a niggle, you need to adjust. So don't assume that each side of the body is going to respond in the same way. And then slowly slide that right hand, press yourself back up, find all fours again. And we'll do one round of cat-cow just to kind of reset. So dropping the belly, lifting the gaze. And then rounding the spine. Beautiful. So finding that all fours again, we're going to send our left leg out to the sides, and I'm going to turn this way. So I'm a long ways on my mat. You can do that too, or stay exactly where you are. So the left leg's going to come out to the side, toes pointing forward, and then the right hand is going to come along. So we've got our hand, knee and foot all in a line. I'm going to lift this left arm. You can have it straight up or alongside the ear, will give you that real deeper stretch along here. And then we're going to find a little flow here. So if you've got your arm overhead, you're going to sweep it alongside your ear, and then we're going to sweep that left arm to the front and then come into gate post. So our left hand will land on our left leg, right hand comes up. Then the right hand comes down towards the right foot and sweep this way. So plant, keep moving in this beautiful fluidity. One arm following the other. Beautiful. And then this time we will land here for a couple of breaths, just feeling into the body. Try to keep this hand quite light on the leg. And then come up to kneeling, and we'll put the right leg out and the left hand down, reaching that right arm high or alongside the ear. And then we'll get ready to find these beautiful little fluid flows. So we'll sweep that right arm forward, come up into gate post, right hand on the right leg. And then left arm comes forward. So you may want to close your eyes and really feel into this delicious movement. You may also pause at the top and pause here. There is no rush. I mean, life is a big rush. But actually, we all have the ability to find pockets during the day, pause here, where we can slow down. We just land in this gate pose just for a breath. Beautiful. Come back up to kneeling, find your way back to all fours, and then step your right foot between your hands. And then adjust this back leg however you need. So you know by now, hopefully, how much you can kind of wriggle that back leg back and still feel comfortable. Keep the fingertips on the floor. Take a breath in, feeling into the hips, letting them sink forward and down, but only as much as you can comfortably manage. And then we'll bring the hands overhead, clasp the thumbs, and as if you're trying to pull your hands apart, so your palms are shining forward. The thumbs are clasped and you're pulling those thumbs apart. Maybe you find a tiny little back bend here, letting that heart shine forward. And then bring the fingertips down, move into half splits. So extending through that right leg. And then we're going to move between the two. So we're going to come back forward and lift the arms. This time, as an additional challenge, if you want, as you move back into half splits, don't put the fingers down. Sweep the hands back, palms up. You might want to tuck the toes at the back if you're doing this hands-free version. Otherwise, just put the fingers down. You can also pad your back knee with a blanket if you're on a hard floor. We want to protect our knees for our future selves. Okay, last one. Come back to that high lunge. Beautiful. Bring the fingers down, untuck the back toes. And then we're going to lift the back knee off the floor. I think I just said untuck the toes. I didn't actually mean that. I meant tuck the toes. Lift the back knee off the floor. Pause here, feel into the hips. Never miss that opportunity to just feel into your body. It's where we discover all the little tweaks and adjustments or backing off that we might need to do. And this is where we're transitioning into a little funky thing. So we're going to step into Warrior 3. So we're going to come on to our front leg. You can keep the fingertips on the floor for balance if you prefer, or blocks, or bring the hands to the heart. Find that drishti, that gaze point. And then slowly, I was going to say without putting the foot down, but you know, it happens. Bring the left knee into the chest, hands to your heart. And then extend the hands overhead. And then find tree. So we'll move our foot into our leg. It doesn't have to be right up by the thigh. It can be on the calf. And then find your way into this standing balance. Choose where you want your hands. They can stay at your heart. You can bring the arms high and wide. That can be a really nice sensation of openness. Okay, tips for this standing balance. Engage the standing leg. By that I mean really actively engage the big muscles of the thighs. Feel the ground beneath you. Make that deep connection so that you feel very, very rooted into your foundation. Draw the core in, that lower belly. It will all help. Okay, when you're ready, slowly bring the foot off the leg, back into this one-legged Tadasana. And then we're moving back into that Warrior 3. So swinging that leg out behind you with control. Touch the toes down and find high lunge. Back leg lifted, arms high. Just take a breath here, center yourself. Okay, right arm stays high, left hand comes to the ground, find that twist. And then step to side plank, so you can balance the right foot on the left, or you can have the foot in front, or bend the knee and have the right foot, you know, really like a sort of kickstand here. And then stay here. If you do Wild Thing and it's in your practice and you'd like to do that, by all means do that, bringing that right foot to the side and then opening out, finding your Wild Thing with control. Whichever version you're in, move round to plank slowly, slowly, and then move through your flow. Knees up or down with control. Finding downward dog. Ooh. Okay, maybe this is first downward dog of the day. Feeling into the movement. Just pedaling the feet, making any adjustments. Maybe this just feels the best. Okay, slowly bring the knees down back to our all fours. We'll do that on the other side. So step the left foot forward, wriggle that back leg back as much as you can, keeping the fingertips down. Feel into the hips. That's all we're doing here, paying attention. And then sweep the arms overhead. Shine the palms forward, take the thumbs, maybe the opposite clasp this time, the one that feels really weird and awkward. And then pull apart. Maybe a little tiny back bend. Okay, beautiful. Bring the fingertips down and send the hips back. Find that half splits. Lowering the torso any amount, bending the knee any amount. And then we move. So we come back forward, we lift the arms. Fingertips back to the ground for half splits, or tuck the toes. See if you can find this hands-free version. So moving back with the exhale. If your hands are off the ground, the palms can shine upwards behind you. Beautifully done. We'll pause this time. Bring the fingertips to the ground. Lift the back knee off the mat. Okay, you know where we're going now. We're moving into Warrior 3. So when you're ready, you can spring forward onto that left leg and bring the hands to the heart. Unless you want to keep them on blocks or on the floor. Really feel into the energy of the back leg. And then slowly come up to standing, bringing the right knee into the chest. Lift the arms overhead. Feel the length in your body. And then move into tree. Or any version that you are comfortable with of tree. So remember, finding a gaze point, a drishti, something that isn't moving. Really activating that standing leg. Fill it with energy. Use the muscles. Draw in the lower belly. All will help with balance. Okay, gently release the foot, bring the knee back into the chest, and then move back into Warrior 3, tipping the torso forward, engaging and energizing that back leg. Touch down into high lunge, reach the arms overhead. Keep the left hand high, bring the right hand to the ground. Find your twist. And then move into side plank, any variation of it that you like. And if you do enjoy Wild Thing in your practice, you can take that left foot behind you and open yourself right up. Okay, whichever version you're in, with control, slow motion, as if you're moving through treacle. Make your way to plank. Pause here, press into the earth, draw in that lower belly, feel your entire body activated and strong. And then when you're ready, move through your flow, whichever version you enjoy. And then land back in downward dog. Couple of breaths here, feel, feel, feel. Okay, then we make our way to a seat, so you can bring the knees down or you can jump through, whatever works for you. Send the legs out in front. Really energize them again so they're not sort of flopping open. They're not completely rigid. We're never looking for that. We're looking for that beautiful engagement. And then take a breath in and begin to fold over your legs. You can really ease your way down by swaying as you move your hands forward. And then find somewhere for the hands to land. Take a breath. And as you are here, just feel into your body again. Where can you feel that there's been shifts or change of temperature? Do the joints feel warmer or looser? Is there a sense or a feeling of spaciousness within the body? And when I say body, I mean the different layers of the body, not just the physical body. That whole emotional layer and spiritual layer. Where can you create softness and strength and space within your being? Okay, very gently come back up. Find that cross-legged seat one more time. Sweep the arms overhead as you breathe in. Slowly, slowly take your time. As you breathe out, move into a twist, right hand behind. Grow nice and tall, and then find that deep twist from the belly. Come back round to center. Reach high, feel joyful. And then twist the other way, left hand behind, right hand against the right knee, left knee. Come back to center, lift the arms, close the eyes, let the palms find each other in space. And as you breathe out next, slowly, slowly draw them down to your heart. And then release, you can open your eyes. Thank you so much for joining me for that little flow. Short and sweet, but I really hope that you really felt that sense of openness and spaciousness that we can create within our bodies and then our minds. You know, we can create this feeling of openness in our minds and things don't feel so cluttered and noisy, maybe. Anyway, I really hope you enjoyed that little flow and that your body feels all scrummy and gorgeous. I will return with more classes for you, so please make sure that you subscribe if you want to see some more. And my love is going out to you wherever you are. Thank you for stepping onto your mat. It means the world to practice with you. So from my beautiful little home to yours, and from my heart to yours, I wish you well wherever you are, and I will see you again soon.